All right, a lot of action in the national capital today as the Congress party undertook a protest against inflation, unemployment and GST. Congress leaders donned black and protested against rising prices. Their plan was to march to Rashtrapati Bhavan as well as the Prime Minister's residence, but the Delhi police stopped those protests. In fact, over 300 Congress leaders in all were arrested through this. Dramatic visuals also emerged through the day of Priyanka Gandhi, Congress leader, being manhandled by the Delhi police. The Congress has been saying that democracy is being stifled and they aren't being allowed to protest. Meanwhile, Home Minister Amit Shah spoke out later in the evening and accused the Congress party of choosing this day of protesting against price rise in black clothes as a subtle message to appeasement. Mr. Shah says they chose this day because the Prime Minister laid the foundation stone for the Ram Temple in Ayodhya on this day. The Delhi police had detained Congress leaders Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi, among others, earlier in the day. Let's listen in to some of those quotes which came in through the day.
मेरा स्पष्ट मानना है कि कांग्रेस ने इसमें हिडन तरीके से अपनी अपीसमेंट की पॉलिसी को आगे बढ़ाया है। आज ईडी ने किसी भी प्रकार का ना किसी को तलब किया है, ना पूछताछ की है, ना कोई रेड हुई है, कुछ नहीं हुआ है। और अचानक ही कांग्रेस ने आज ये कार्यक्रम दिया विरोध का। मैं तो समझ ही नहीं सकता विरोध का कार्यक्रम क्यों आज दिया गया है। और हर रोज जब विरोध के कार्यक्रम होते थे तो अपने अपने ड्रेस में होते थे। आज सभी के सभी लोग काले कपड़े पहनकर करें। मैं मानता हूं कि आज ही के दिन इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने राम जन्मभूमि का शिलान्यास किया था। 550 साल पुरानी ये समस्या का बहुत शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से समाधान निकला था और कहीं पर भी देश में ना दंगा हुआ था, ना हिंसा हुई थी और शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से करोड़ों करोड़ों लोगों की श्रद्धा को परवान चढ़ाने का काम इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने किया था। कांग्रेस ने आज का दिन इसीलिए विरोध के लिए और विशेषकर काले कपड़ों में विरोध के लिए सिलेक्ट किया है कि वो एक शटल मैसेज देना चाहते हैं कि हम राम जन्मभूमि के शिलान्यास का विरोध करते हैं और अपनी तुष्टीकरण की नीति को वो आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं।
मुझे लगता है कि जितने भी इनके विपक्ष में जो कुछ कहता है उनको ये दबा सकते हैं और इनको ये लगता है कि दबाने के बाद ऐसे अपनी फोर्स दिखाने के बाद हम चुपचाप से समझौता करके बस में बैठ जाएंगे इनके साथ। तो क्यों करें हम तो एक मकसद से है ना। यहाँ हमारा मकसद ये है कि हम इनके मंत्री कह रहे हैं इनको महंगाई नहीं दिखती तो हम पीएम हाउस तक चल के महंगाई दिखाना चाहते हैं, गैस का सिलेंडर दिखाना चाहते हैं जो आज कोई खरीद नहीं सकता है।
ये कांग्रेस पार्टी की बात नहीं है। मैंने जो यहाँ शुरुआत की और देश को शायद ये समझ नहीं आ रही है और आएगी बात। लोकतंत्र आज हिंदुस्तान में नहीं है, खत्म हो गया है। डेमोक्रेसी इज नाउ ए मेमोरी इन इंडिया, इट इज नथिंग मोर।
आपकी पार्टी में अच्छे नेता हैं, हम भी जानते हैं, लेकिन बस सोनिया जी, राहुल जी और प्रियंका जी, ये जो तीन कहानी है। आपकी अगुवाई में कांग्रेस पार्टी बार बार हारती है। कांग्रेस पार्टी को अगर जनता वोट नहीं देती है तो कृपया करके लोकतंत्र पर क्यों आप ठीकरा फोड़ते हैं राहुल गांधी? वाई यू ब्लेम डेमोक्रेसी when the people of India reject you with repeated regularity?
Sanjeev Srivastava, political analyst, joining us in On the Fight. Sanjeev, how do you look at all of the, dramatic pictures of the day and Rahul Gandhi making that statement that democracy is a distant memory? Ravi Shankar Prasad is saying just because you don't win elections doesn't mean democracy is dead.
Well, good evening, Tamanna. And in some ways, and partly, all of them have made a valid point from their point of view. So there is a problem right now, as opposition leaders say, with the with the democratic setup, the way the agencies function. It's not that the agencies have not targeted opposition leaders earlier, but now only opposition leaders are targeted. You never find a ruling party or a governing party member ever being targeted in any kind of raid. And to add to that, if that opposition leader joins the governing party or BJP, then that person suddenly becomes clean. Also, Rahul Gandhi had a limited point when he said that all the institutions are compromised. He has a valid point there as well, because the past incidents show that. But at the same time, what Ravi Shankar Prasad is saying, that the Congress, even with all these things not being there, even in 2014, when they were actually the ruling party and they fought the election while being in power, they were reduced to less than 50 seats in the parliament. So the Congress party is in a state of perennial decline. The Congress party also finds itself in a box so far as appealing to its older constituents of a wide variety of voters. It's either regional parties or BJP. So Congress is now limited to a handful of states in Northwest India, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and parts
If you
of South
saw that
India.
press conference this morning at about 10 a.m. and Rahul Gandhi was asked this question by journalists as well, saying that wo sab to theek hai, but you don't seem to be winning elections. And he said that because I don't have the dhacha, he compared the Prime Minister to Hitler. He said, I don't have all of these agencies with me. I don't have the system with me. If I get that, then you see how I win elections. Now, that is the dangerous line. I mean, what is he getting at over there? And, you know, with this, can this sustain for the Congress? Because we see this like a flash in the pan. They come out, you know, the Gandhis have come out, all of these detentions have happened. But they need to sustain that momentum if they have to make a political dent, isn't it?
You have raised a number of very valid points, Tamanna. To pick up from your last, the Congress party has to be in a 24/7, 365 days political mode if it wants to compete with the Modi-Amit Shah combination, which is a full-bred, thoroughbred kind of a political machinery, which does politics and takes on the opposition at all times of the day and night. So the Congress can't be seen as a part-time political party. Its leaders can't be seen as not working full-time or taking on Modi Shah on their turf. That's one point. The second point is, well, Rahul Gandhi is actually right when he is talking about institutions. But the fact is that the Congress party has a lot of other problems also. If you just take Uttar Pradesh, how come Akhilesh Yadav got 150, 140 odd seats and Congress finished with 2? It is no, you cannot blame the institutions. So yes, the whole democratic fabric is being challenged. There are a number of things which are happening on the ground, which the opposition can rightly air their grievances about institutions, about the way ED agencies work. But at the same time, the Congress also has to really do a lot of introspection as to where it is headed. It has no organization on the ground. It is a weak structure. It doesn't have a strong narrative. Its leadership is found wanting on a number of issues. So they have to tackle that aspect also. You just can't say that, give me the institutions and I'll win the election.
Let me just come to the question of inflation, what they were actually protesting. How much of a political resonance is there right now? There were 2 days of speeches in Parliament, and the basic reasoning given by the government is that it's happening all over the world, which is actually a fact. We're doing our best. Do you think that line is going down to the larger voter base?
See, Tamanna, there is no disputing the fact that unemployment and inflation are a huge issue in the country. At the same time, there is no disputing the fact how Amit Shah very cleverly took the battle to the enemy camp by saying, I am sure that the Congress could not have even thought in their wildest imagination that this is the same day as on which the Prime Minister did Shilanyas of Ram Temple. But the BJP is so very good at making everything a political plus for them. So they can even make inflation and employment a polarizing
Sanjeev, but will that really fly? The sudden connection with black clothes and August 5th?
What Amit Shah said will fly with the Bhats. the blind supporters or people who will follow anything which the BJP leadership says. And wearing black clothes and going out, yes, it makes for good optics, and it's very important to have the right optics. It's important that opposition is seen on the ground. But the Congress struggle and its and their efforts to be once again the mainstream of opposition and be a really relevant force politically to take on the BJP will need much more than just wearing black clothes and doing these protests and demonstrations. Having said that, these protests and demonstrations are important. The Congress really needs a strong organization, strong narrative, strong leadership, and everything which everybody knows.
Right.
So it has to be a combination of everything.
All right. Dramatic day
Only
in the
then
capital.
can they take on this juggernaut of a
Sure,
BJP.
big political face-off in the capital, but we'll see what the follow-up actually is and if this persists going further. Thank you so much, Sanjeev Srivastava, for speaking with us today.